It's a very special bag. It's like Mary Poppins' magic bag. Have any of you guys seen the movie Mary Poppins?
No!
So what happened was, I saw on the internet, I saw an advertisement for a bag like Mary Poppins' magic bag. And so I sent it, and teachers, do you always get what you expect on the internet, or do you sometimes not get what you expect? Sometimes not. This is what came in the mail. It said it was Mary Poppins' magic bag. This is the actual envelope that it came in. It came a long time ago. That's why it's all beat up. I was not very excited. Do you guys think that that is very exciting or not? Yeah. Do you think it's Mary Poppins' magic bag?
Yeah.
No, it's not. All right, but inside, I was even more disappointed. You guys ready?
Yeah.
This is it. Does that look like Mary Poppins' magic bag?
Yeah.
Doesn't to me. So I was ready to send it back. What do you guys think? Do you think I should send it back?
No.
But I read the directions, and they told me, they said, all you have to do is show everybody that it's empty. Is it empty?
Yeah.
Now here's where I need helpers. Would you do me a favor? Put your handy in there and check and see if there's anything in there. Is there anything in there? No. I need another person to check that it's empty. Would you do me a favor? No hands this time. Just look with your face. Is there anything in there? No. Okay. One other person. I'm going to get this guy. Put your handy in. Put your handy in. Put your face in. I don't care. Okay. The directions said all you have to do is say a magic word like Bawani Iguana, my favorite magic word, and something will happen. Do you guys see anything in there?
No.
So let's try it. Wave your hands and say Bawani Iguana. I'm not sure, but hey, wait a second.
This is bad.
Oh.
You guys are good. Give yourself a big clapping hand. All right, I'm coming way back. The guy with the Buzz Lightyear, put your handy in there. Nothing? All right, sir, look in there, look in there, look in there. Put your handy in. All right, here we go. Everybody wave your hands and say Bawana Iguana. Bawana Iguana. I'm not... Wait a second.
This is bad.
You guys are good. Give yourself another big hand of applause. Holy moly. All right, I'm coming way back here. Okay, put your handy in. Put your face in. I don't care. Put your face in. Put your face in. No. And we get your whole head in? I don't know. No, I don't think so. All right. Let's try it one more time. Everybody say Bawana Iguana. Wait a second. Did you guys all say it?
Yeah. I did.
Okay, sometimes we have to go for an even stronger word. Let's all try please, okay? 1, 2, 3, please. Oh, you guys are good. Give yourself a big clapping hand. Now the directions said we could keep going as many times as we want, but I don't want to keep going. We've got to end the show. Let's do it one more time, okay? Only one more time. I'm just going to put these down. All right, what word should we say this time? What do you guys think? Bawani Iguana. All right, let's try Bawani Iguana again. Okay, one. What did you say?
Abracadabra.
Have a banana? Okay, we'll try have a banana. Okay. Is it that what you said? Oh, abracadabra. Okay. All right, everybody try it. 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra. Wait a second. I'm in trouble now, you guys. All right. Here we go. I forgot I needed that. There is something in there. It's kind of crazy. Are you guys ready?
Yeah. I'm gonna see.
I'm kind of scared.
We want to see it.
I do too, but I don't want to touch it.
Yes,
Um,
you have to.
Kind of crazy. All right, well, I don't touch it, but I have to tell you, I almost don't even want to touch it with like a 10-foot pole. Holy moly. Holy goodness. Oh my goodness. You're not clapping. Come on. How did you guys do that? Well, everybody give yourself a big clapping hand of applause. That's going to be the end of my show. Can you guys give Looney Dooney a big hand and go, yay! I'll see you guys next month. Everybody stay seated until your teachers dismiss you, and I'll see you another time, okay? This is one of the routines that I have used for years. As a matter of fact, I've replaced it in my magic bag probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 times over the last 30 years because I love it. It packs flat, it plays big, but it wasn't until I added the 10-foot pole, is what that's called behind me. It wasn't until I added the pole as the kicker finale that I started to really love it. Because it was okay producing the boxes, and you don't have to produce that. You can do like an appearing cane out of there. Anything bigger than the bag is pretty good. But I love the pole, right? The 10-foot pole. It's hard to do. It was hard to do indoors with that low ceiling. I had to do it off sideways. But if you're outdoors, you can come straight up and it makes a nice effect. It makes a really nice effect. I also came up with a routine about Mary Poppins Magic Bag because of that scene that most kids have seen where she pulls all that stuff out of her magic bag. So I don't know, I like that. And obviously I'm going to teach how to do it, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is show you the gimmick, okay? This is literally the very first one that I bought arrived in this flat bag. I mean, in this flat mailing bag. There's my name, there's my old address. And inside that bag came this bag. Now, this is a newer version. This bag is newer than this was, but that's why it looks so nice and clean, because they do wear out after a while. They are literally just a specifically made paper bag. But inside the gimmicks, the flower boxes. Now, you can't really see it on the video unless maybe you play it on your TV, but they look beautiful. So they pack flat like this. Okay, here's 3 of them. And what happens is you fold them like this. I keep them open because I think, all of these are taped together and stuff, and I think it just makes them last longer. So I do have to preset this. And I did this behind my flap of my magic bag before I got started. All right, so there'll be a side that opens and a side that doesn't, that's taped together. So you take the side that opens and you put it so you know which side it is. I always put it where the fold goes, on the bottom. So I load these like this, and you notice that's white. The reason is you want to make sure to put the cardboard looking side, that side, up once it goes down. All right. So when I'm showing the kids, it's like this. They're in there like this. But again, they're flat, right? Flat. And it looks completely flat. So when I open it up, it should look like I'm just opening it up like that and showing. And now what they see is they see the bottom of the bag, right? And most kids will never, ever, ever notice that. Never. I had one kid in probably, hundreds of times of performing this, reach in and actually grab the bottom they grabbed the magic trick. It's like they opened their fingers and expanded this as they went in, and they were able to grab the bottom. So now what I do is I hold it a little tighter. I hold it here so that when they reach in, they can't do that. But anyway, so you couldn't really see this on camera, but I would have kids reach in with their hand, and then the second thing I do is I would open it up and put it on their face like this and tell them to look inside. Now what happens is when you go inside like that and you block the light, you can't see, there's sometimes like an edge to the box, like down at the bottom. You can kind of see the edge down there, right? There's an edge around this. So when their face is in there, it's dark and they can't see anything. But it really literally seems like I showed a flat bag, I opened it up, and now it's empty. And I can have kids check it throughout. All right. Now I want to show you how I open these because it is a little tricky and it's going to be hard to see inside the bag. So I'm going to pretend that this is the bottom of the bag. Okay. So when I reach in, I do this. I go back and forth. I do this one to prove that it's empty after I show it. I show it. I do this multiple times to prove that it's empty. But when I'm ready, I want to know where the opening side is. So I line that up with my fingertips. The opening side is on my fingertips. And so what I'm going to do is when I reach in the bag, I grab that opening side and I start to open it. When you open it, there's a little pull ribbon right here. So I open it inside the bag, I pull that ribbon, and then what I do is I push with my thumb. So I'm pushing with my thumb and I'm pulling with the ribbon, and that pops the flower bag up. And I hold onto the bottom until the flowers expand, and then I pull it out. Okay, so I'll show you that again. So I push the edges, you push this flap down, and it'll fold flat, and then you fold that over again. Okay, I'll show you one more time. All right, pull it with my fingertips, grab the string, push with my thumb. That expands the box. Okay, now I want to show you this one more time coming out of the bag, because it's kind of hard to see on the video, just because it's so far away. But I want you to realize how powerful this is, right? Empty bag, empty bag, empty bag. Reach inside, abracadabra, whatever, pull it out, and this is what comes out of the bag. All right, so that is a pretty empty bag to a pretty big thing. All right, that's one of the wonderful things about flowers in magic, is that they're crushable and they can appear big. All right, now you probably didn't notice this, but the first thing I did after I pulled this bag out was I put my hand through there and I let it dangle on my wrist. And the reason I did that is so now I have my hand empty. I can do my routine, I can show it, whatever, but my hand is empty, right? And notice also that I do this a lot to prove that it's empty. I have kids put their hands in, look in to prove that it's empty. All right. Now I produce the second box, abracadabra, whoops, abracadabra, just like that. And then I put it on here, on my hand like that. And then I produce the third box, abracadabra, after all the seals, after all the tricks. All right, this one didn't want to open, so you just play around with it till it opens. All right. Now I put all three hands on my wrist like that for the third one, but then the first thing I do is I drop my hand down and just put those in my hand like that. Reason being that I'm going to dump these. I'm going to get rid of these, so I want them in my hand so that I can get rid of them. All right. And remember, I say, well, it says we could go on forever, but let's do it one more time. These are too bulky, so I go and I put this away, giving myself a reason to go to my bag. I'm just setting these down. This we know is completely empty. I'm going to set these down. But what I really do behind the cover of my shield there is I put those away and I load the pole in that same movement. Go back and watch the video. I put them down, I bring the bag out. There's no indicator that anything different happened. All right. So I do need to show you the pole before we can actually do the last part. Okay, here's the pole, and it's way too big to be doing up close on the video here. But this is how I keep it in my office. I have these, I made a balloon rubber band exactly the size of the pole. I made a couple of them that keeps this nice and stiff and closed together while I'm not using it. All right, and then it's going to be kind of tricky. I'm going to have to back up. Normally I don't do this at my desk, right? I'm going to have to back up. Oh, by the way, it's just a long straw, right? But it has a cut in it all the way down. Okay. So what I'm going to do is you start at one end, you open the cut, and you start rolling it up. Like that. I'm going to roll it semi-tight. And it's obviously a lot easier if you're not doing it at your desk and you're trying to tape it on video at the same time. All right, rolling, 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 rolling. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll use one of those rubber bands to hold this while I'm not using it, while I'm doing the rest of the show. And then just before I start this trick, I take the rubber band off and I snug this into my bag somewhere, because if you don't snug it, it'll start to unravel. Okay, so this is snug in my bag the whole time. Then I do all the box producing. Okay, let me grab them again. I bring all of these boxes. I bring the bag, and my hands like this. Move that down to hold them. And you'll notice how I do that on the video if you watch. Then I go to my bag. I put these away. Oops. Sorry. Get the bag. I put those away. And then I just load this inside my bag just like that. Now, nobody ever thinks about it. It's just a natural move. I'm just putting those away. And you'll notice that I never show it after that, right? Why would I? It's in there. But what I do is I do this. I continue to do this. And that, you know, it cements it in the kids' minds that it's empty. Now, I used to just drop the bag and produce that thing fast. Just boom, pull it up fast. But this latest version of, it used to be called the 10-foot pole, now it's the 8-foot pole. The latest version of this is not as well made. It's cracking already. I've only had it for less than a year. And it doesn't flop back together as easily. The other one would just boom, right back, and it would look like a pole. It was pole colored. Wooden pole. But I bought this one around Christmas time, so I thought this was a good one. Anyway, so the way I do it now is I produce it slowly. And so when you produce it slowly, you want to make sure that the back of the pole is going to come out facing the audience. Not the cut part, but the back part where it looks like the solid pole. And what I'll do is set that down and I start to unroll it. You know, that's why I say I'm afraid to touch it. The kids say, go ahead and do it. Then I start to unroll this and I'll pull this hand up and then I'll use my other hand to block the bottom and to help it come together like that. Okay, so you see how it looks fatter down here at the bottom? But at the top, it looks fine. So as you're pulling that up, you're just holding it like this and it just looks fine. So you just keep that one hand at the bottom. Now I can't do it because it's too long. You keep the one hand at the bottom next to the bag and you use the other hand to pull it out. Now, way too big for my office. Yay! Now when you produce it, you can't show it like this. You gotta keep it like that. But once it's produced, now it's a big thing. You also notice that I stood there, put it on the ground and stood there like that because it gives it solidity. You know, boom. But I love this because that's a kicker ending, right? So there's a lot of things we use in show business. I use a kicker ending, a bonus ending, a blow off. And that means that you're doing a trick, and then you do something big, something wow that they didn't expect as an ending. So when I added this to the box, that's when I started loving this trick, all right? I must apologize, I forgot to plug in my microphone on that last segment, so the sound's going to be a little rougher, but I don't really care. You got the information, and I'm going to I'll use it anyway. I'm not going to redo this again one more time. However, hopefully you do have the information, right? This is a great bit. I'll have the link to the product on Amazon below. I may not be able to find the poll on Amazon. Wherever I find it, I'll post it on there for you. And once again, I am trying to help you be a better entertainer. I am trying to help you bring more joy and laughter and fun to kids. But I also want to help you become a better commercial entertainer. I want you to be more successful in your business. So think about hiring me, at least for that first initial session. I think it's worth a ton of money because trust me, I'll supply you with a bunch of good stuff that's targeted to you and your business to help you succeed. So that website's again below the description. The links to buy the things are below the description. And don't forget to check out my other videos, man. The ones I just posted, the Grandma's Rocking Chair and the Balloon Shooter target video.
Those are packed really small. They're cheap. You don't need any products with you except for balloons, I guess, on the one. But they pack small, they play big. Again, that's another reason I love this one. Packs small. The bags, the pole, everything packs small but plays really big. All right, have a great day.